Spring has bloomed and now faded, leaving wonderfully colorful wildflowers scattered across the landscape. Butterflies flutter from flower to flower, sipping nectar and spreading pollen. Birds can be heard singing cheerfully in the treetops. It's the perfect day for an outdoor excursion. I always love traversing the open plains and hillsides at this time of year. The tall grass waves in shades of emerald, and hidden among the stalks you might find funny rabbits enjoying the sunshine or lazy sheep grazing in small family groups. Keep your eyes peeled for adventurers off exploring the wilderness too. Nothing refreshes the soul on a summer's day like discovering a cool, shady creek. I like to wander aimlessly along the bank, exploring each new bend as it appears. You never know what new sights might around the next turn. Keep an eye out for swimming fish darting in the clear water too. As afternoon begins to fade into evening, I like to set up a little home away from home for the night. This log cabin, with its sturdy walls and comfortable interior, will provide welcome shelter when dusk falls. A warm glow emanates from within as I light the fireplace, banishing the chilly shadows for the night. Soon, shadows will stretch long across the land as twilight deepens into night. What other wonders will tomorrow bring to discover in this magical realm? I hope you'll join me to find out. The sun dips below the distant mountains, leaving the heavens ablaze in a stunning sunset palette. A new day will dawn before long, full of possibilities for fresh summer adventures here in Minecraft. I hope sharing a small piece of my explorations has inspired you to get outside and discover your own world too. There's magic everywhere if you look with care. Good night until next time. As the morning sun wakes me with its warm glow, I stretch and begin to stir from my slumber, thinking of all that today might bring. The new day spreads before me like unwritten pages, ripe with possibilities. After breaking my fast with fruits from the forest and bread fresh from the oven, I go to fetch my trusty iron axe and shovel from where they rest beside the door. It's time once more to delve into the delights that await without. My wandering feet carry me to a small woodland lake ringed by cattails and rustling reeds. Ducks float serenely upon its glassy surface, while frogs sing sweetly from the mud. Pausing upon the shore, I ponder the beauty of nature's peaceable kingdom, where all live in harmony together. After saying a prayer of thanks for this bountiful earth, I gather some lily pads and bulrushes that may find use in my crafting. With the sun high overhead, I turn my sights to the sparkling meadows beyond. Emerging from the shade of oak and birch onto the rolling green expanse, I feel the wind lift my spirit like invisible wings. Bees buzz industriously among the wildflowers as clouds float lazily overhead. In the distance, I spot a familiar adventurer and call out a greeting to my friend. Seeing their wave in return lifts my heart, and we meet in the field to share news and plans for the day. Perhaps we'll explore those hills together, or try our hand at farming, wherever the afternoon may lead our roaming steps. New wonders are sure to unfold.
Have you ever wondered what it might be like to live in a magical realm? A place where dragons soar through the skies and the elements themselves come to life? Join me today as I attempt to bring such a fantastical world to life, brick by brick, in Minecraft. My goal is to build a dual elemental dwelling fit for even the most discerning of dream dragons. But where to begin such an audacious project? After scouting the lands, I've decided this mountain will be the perfect location. Its peaks touch the clouds, and it overlooks a calming valley below. Now it's time to get to work. Day after day I toiled, laying each stone with care as visions of the final structure danced in my head. Slowly but surely, walls began to rise and shapes emerged from the terrain. What started as a humble layout was transforming into a castle fit for mythical beasts. At last, the basic skeleton was complete. Columns supported ornate arches overhead and tall windows framed breathtaking views. But my dragons deserve only the finest of living spaces. It was time to infuse the elements themselves into the design. After weeks of labor, my dream had taken flight. Two majestic wings stretched high, one graced by dancing flames and the other sheltered by glistening frost. I could almost hear the dragon's roars of approval on the wind. My work here is done, but the magic has only begun. I hope you'll join me on another fantastical build soon. The end. I hope you enjoyed the story of this magical dual elemental dream dragon house. While just a digital creation, building it block by block allowed me to tap into my imagination and experience moments of wonder, as if I had been transported to a surreal yet inspiring realm. Perhaps you'll be inspired to take on an imaginative build of your own. Until next time. As the weeks passed, I found myself growing fond of my mountainous domain. In the quiet moments between laying stone and shaping walls, I began to imagine residence for this future home. Two noble dragon siblings, one commanding the forces of flame and the other the frost, who longed for a place to call their own. This castle would be their royal estate, strong yet welcoming. I smiled at the thought of their imagined faces lighting up at the revelation of its grandeur. Particular care went into sculpting the ice-bearing wing. I had visions of fractals so delicate and transient, yet permanently preserved here in digital form. Sprinkles of blue and white brought a sense of calm, like watching snowfall or glimpsing one's breathtaking against the northern night sky. I hoped the Dragon of Frost would feel at home surrounded by textures that invoked the essence of their domain. The Flames domain would demand an equally masterful, though opposing, treatment. My hope is this small story brought you a moment of wonder or inspiration. Please let me know if you'd like to hear more about the dragons and their fantastical abode.
Have you ever wondered how our furry and scaly farm friends keep safe from hunger and harm out in the open fields? Well, wonder no more. Tonight I'm going to show you the defenses I've crafted to shelter the sheep, cows, and chickens who live on my farm. But first, let me ask you, what sort of tricks and traps do you think a farmer like me might use to ward off wolves and other dangers lurking in the darkness? As you can see, the sun is starting to set on another long day. Soon it will be time for all the ducks, pigs, and moo cows to bed down for the evening. But wait, what's that rustling I hear in the wheat? Could it be an intruder coming to cause chaos in the coop? Follow me and I'll show you the automated safeguards I've set up to defend the fence line when night falls. The stars are coming out now, and a silvery moon hangs low above the treetops. As darkness descends on the little farm, it's time for my traps and tricks to activate. But will they be enough to protect the farm animals through the wee hours of night? Come with me beyond the fences to discover how agriculture and engineering work together to keep the farm peaceful and safe. Take a closer look at these tripwires I've so carefully crafted and connected. See how they glow ever so faintly in the moonlight? Each one is attached to a sensitive pressure plate, so any unwanted creature that crosses this barrier will trigger a reaction. But come, follow me further, and I'll show you what surprises lie in wait when those wires are tripped. Now watch as I demonstrate the defenses. Pretends to trip a wire. Listen, do you hear that clicking and whirring off in the distance? My redstone machines are activating, readying their retorts. Let's sneak closer. But what's behind that wall over there? And what's that looming overhead? Careful as we approach, we wouldn't want to accidentally set them off ourselves. Come, peek through the fences with me, and behold my automated protections in action. There, do you see where the redstone dust glimmers along that tripwire as it disappears into the long grass? Let's tiptoe after it now and discover what surprises lie at the end. The moon barely lights our way as we creep soft and slow, listening for any sign that one of my contraptions has caught an intruder's trip. What's that up ahead, peeking through the stalks? I think we're about to find out. By the glow of my redstone lamps, a grand contraption is unveiled. Spinning blades, crushing cans, a watery wash, and more, each station is primed to pound any pesky predators triggering this tripwire trap. It's surely a sight to behold. But wait, what was that rustling I heard before the lights came on? Could my creation have already snagged an unwitting visitor in its gears? Come, let's investigate the aftermath of this first defense and see what spoils it may have harvested.